Whether you're selling a center console or a super yacht, your online listing is often the first and sometimes only impression potential buyers will have of your vessel. In a market where buyers are scrolling through hundreds of options online, the difference between a boat that sells quickly at full price and one that sits on the market for months often comes down to one thing: the quality of your presentation. I'm Maryline with Current Yachts, and today we're breaking down exactly what goes into the perfect boat listing. Why does your listing matter? Most buyers today start their search online, not at the dock. They are filtering through dozens, sometimes hundreds of listings. If your listing doesn't immediately grab their attention and answer their questions, they'll simply move on to the next. A great listing does three things: capture attention, build trust, and motivate action. A poor listing, on the other hand, will cost you qualified buyers, extend your time on market, and often force you to reduce your asking price. So let's talk about how to get it right away. Let's start with what matters most: your media. And when I say media, I don't just mean photos, though those of course are critical. Video is also a must, and immersive 360 tours will take your listing to the next level. First, invest in professional photos. Not iPhone snapshots, not pictures taken on a cloudy day with the deck covered with dock lines or leaves or even bird droppings. Paying a pro means you'll get high-resolution, well-lit, professionally composed images that showcase your boat at its absolute best. Check what aspect ratio is favored where you plan to list. For YachtWorld, for example, we prefer a 3x2 horizontal format with files under 10 megabytes. Give this information to your photographer, and they can deliver images that are ready to go and for uploads without cropping or resizing. Here's what you need: exterior shots from multiple angles, bow, stern, profile, and aerial if possible. Interior shots of every cabin, the salon, the galley, the helm station. Close-ups of equipment and electronics such as recent upgrades. Engine room and mechanical spaces. Detail shots that highlight condition and quality are critical. Aim for 30 to 50 high-quality images minimum. Yes, that many. Buyers want to see everything. And that's where most sellers stop, but where you need to go further. So include a video walkthrough. A well-produced video tour gives buyers something photos simply cannot convey: a sense of flow, scale, and a layout. It shows how spaces connect and how natural light moves through the boat. It gives a much more realistic feel for what it's like to actually be on board. This doesn't need to be a Hollywood production, but it should be smooth, well-lit, narrated, and professionally edited. 3 to 5 minutes is ideal for boats and yachts up to 60 feet. Walk viewers through the boat as if you're giving them a personal tour. In today's market, listings with quality video get significantly more engagement and qualified leads than those without. It's that simple. Now let's talk about the information side of your listing. This is where trust is built or destroyed. Get your specs right. Every measurement, every specification, every piece of equipment listed needs to be accurate and in working order. I mean accurate because you can get the length overall and the beam and the draft directly from your manufacturer, and get the right bridge clearance for your fly bridge if your boat has one, or your mast height. Fuel and water capacity should also come from the manufacturer specs. Make sure you capture engine hours as well as the date of the record, and make sure there's no confusion between model year and build year. Sometimes the year of manufacture is not the same as the model year because boats stamped after, say, September 1, 2025 would be considered a 2026 model year. To be sure, the year of manufacture is part of the hull ID, so that can easily be verified. Your equipment list should be comprehensive and detailed. The electronics with make and model, though if non-functioning, best to omit the equipment, unless you plan to have it repaired before the sale. Chain counters, anyone? Navigation and communication equipment. Safety equipment and when it was last serviced. Recent upgrades with dates and documentation. Tender and toys if included, and of course larger systems like generators, water makers, AC units, and so on. Don't just write fully equipped galley. List the refrigeration details, stove type, microwave, and dishwasher if applicable. Provide the capacity, the specs, and the brands if known. To make things easier for you, let me share our listing intake checklist with you. You can download it free at the link I posted below. Disclose known issues upfront. That's deck raising, electronics that need updating, canvas that's due for replacement. Just put it in the listing. You might think this will scare buyers away, but the opposite is true. It builds credibility. Buyers know that no used boat is perfect, so be transparent and you'll attract serious buyers who appreciate your honesty. Next up is your written description. It should tell a story, not just list features. So when you're using your AI assistant, tell it to cut the fluff. Start with what makes this boat special. Is it a proven offshore cruiser, a lightly used family boat with meticulous maintenance, a turnkey charter opportunity? Then cover history. How long have you owned the boat? How it's been used, where it's been kept, and maintenance. Recent works and upgrades, system that have been updated. Describe the layout of the accommodations and what makes the layout functional. Performance, how does the boat handle? What about fuel efficiency and range? Use specific details. Instead of great condition, say IPS drive serviced in 2023 or new standing rigging or bottom paint done in November of 2024. Be factual, be specific, and let the boat sell itself. Moving on, presentation matters. Before any photos or videos are shot, prepare the boat. Deep clean everything, and I mean everything. Remove personal items, clutter, unused equipment or dock lines. Stage the interior. Make the beds, turn on all the lights, open the curtains and blinds. Make it inviting. Ensure all systems are functional for showings and address any obvious cosmetic issues. First impressions are everything. A clean, well-presented boat will photograph better, show better, and sell faster. One more thing. Keep your listing updated. If you replace equipment, add it to the listing. If you complete maintenance, add it again. And if something changes, reflect it immediately. In today's market, your listing is your most powerful sales tool. So invest in quality media, both photos and videos. Be accurate and thorough with your specifications. And be honest about conditions and present your vessel in the best possible light. A great listing attracts serious qualified buyers. It builds trust before they even step aboard, and it positions your boat to sell quickly and at the right price. If you're thinking about selling your boat and want to ensure your listing stands out, that's exactly what we do at Current Yachts. So we combine professional marketing with decades of industry expertise to get your vessel in front of the right buyers. Visit us at currentyachts.com. We'd love to help you navigate your next boat sale or purchase. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.